Chip Foose is widely recognized as one of the most influential figures in custom car design. Millions came to know him through the hit show Overhaulin, which aired from 2004 to 2020, showcasing his exceptional blend of precise craftsmanship and visionary creativity. In 2022, Foose earned the prestigious title of Official Artist from SEMA, an honor he achieved without even entering a car build. From his renowned shop, Foose Design, he continues to push the boundaries of automotive artistry, sharing his creative process with fans through his popular YouTube channel. His Foose Wheels brand has expanded his influence to car enthusiasts worldwide. Yet, this remarkable journey began in Santa Barbara, California, inside a modest workshop where Chip's father, Sam, crafted custom cars for local clients. As a young boy, Chip was captivated by this world. At just 7 years old, he was already sweeping floors, handing tools, and studying engine bays with eager eyes. His father's words, "If you can dream it, you can build it," planted a seed that would guide his entire life. By the age of 12, Chip was working on his first real project, painting a Porsche 356. The job was far from perfect. Paint runs marked the panels, the finish looked uneven, and the sanding seemed endless. But every night, he returned to the garage, sanding, spraying, and sanding again. Eventually, the bodywork shone under the fluorescent lights. In that moment, Chip knew that cars were not just a hobby. They were the language through which he would express himself for the rest of his life. Years passed, and Chip's talent grew. He attended the Art Center College of Design, where he sketched until his hands cramped and his markers dried out. Between classes, he took on jobs that allowed him to apply his skills, working with companies like Asha Corporation to bring design concepts to life. The real turning point came when he began building his own creations. The first cornerstone in his personal collection was a battered 1932 Ford Model 18 Deluxe Roadster discovered wasting away in a junkyard. The frame was rusted, the body warped, and the engine tired. Piece by piece, he hammered it straight and tuned the motor by ear under the harsh shop lights. During a test drive, faulty wiring sparked and filled the cab with smokes, forcing him to strip it down and begin again. When the Roadster finally roared back to life and rolled through Huntington Beach, the victory was unforgettable. Today, that same car sits in his garage, a reminder of where it all began. If that Roadster was a beginning, the P-32 Highboy Roadster was a statement. Inspired by his father's stories of World War II fighter planes, Chip built it from a Brookville body and a flathead Lincoln 512. The project was far from smooth. Oil leaks caused frustration, and installing the exposed exhaust manifolds left his hands blistered. Yet every detail was deliberate. Restored B-17 bomber seats, fighter-style gauges, and a bare metal finish that looked as though it belonged on a runway. Even after a blown gasket stranded him during its first test drive, he rebuilt it without hesitation. The P-32 now stands in his garage as a tribute to both history and determination. By the late 1990s, Chip had built a respected career, working alongside Boyd Coddington, producing some of the most admired custom cars of the time. But in 1998, he made the bold decision to strike out on his own. The move was not easy. Financial pressures mounted and uncertainty loomed. His wife, Lynn, who had been by his side since the early days, stood firmly with him. Together, they opened Foose Design in Huntington Beach, beginning a new chapter in his career. One of his first personal builds after going solo was a 1932 Ford 5-window coupe. This project meant more than business. He performed the roof chop himself, spending long nights adjusting panels and refining details. A shop flood destroyed the fresh paint, forcing him to start over. When the coupe finally rolled out, it became a symbol of persistence. Soon after came one of his most daring creations, the Hemisphere. Originally sketched during his college years, it became a modern hot rod with bold, flowing curves. Built in partnership with metal crafters, it housed a 6.4-liter Hemi-Vav 8, producing 550 horsepower. The build was complex. The Pantera-style transaxle caused endless headaches, curved glass shattered during installation, and early stress cracks forced repeated redesigns. In the end, only 2 were produced, with the rest shelved after the economic downturn in 2008. Chip kept the original. When it starts, its sound speaks of risks worth taking, even if they do not lead exactly where you expected. In 2006, Lynn surprised Chip with a gift for his 50th birthday, a Ford GT. True to his nature, he customized it with forged wheels, orange accent stripes, and performance upgrades, including a MagnaFlow exhaust. Early test drives revealed handling issues, which he corrected himself by adjusting suspension components until the car drove flawlessly. It became a personal treasure, both for its performance and the sentiment behind it. That same year marked the rise of Overhaulin, the television show that introduced Chip's work to audiences around the world. The format was simple yet thrilling. Take a forgotten car, restore and customize it in just 8 days, and surprise its owner with the result. The builds were intense, requiring long nights and precision under immense time pressure. For viewers, the show was about transformation. For Chip, it was also about connection, delivering joy through craftsmanship. The program ran for many years, ending in 2020, and left a lasting mark on both his career and the custom car world. Life, however, was not without personal challenges. Over time, the demands of television, business, and travel strained his marriage to Lynn. Eventually, they divorced quietly, without public drama. Though it was a difficult period, Chip found refuge in his workshop, channeling his energy into his craft. His collection continued to grow. A 2015 Mustang GT, developed with modern muscle design, produced 810 horsepower, but came with its share of setbacks. Electrical issues, blown fuses, and an exhaust so loud the neighbors complained all tested his patience. Once perfected, it became a track-ready powerhouse. Another addition was a 1971 De Tomaso Pantera, an Italian-American blend of style and performance. Its seized engine required a full rebuild, and the transmission needed careful adjustment. When finished, it delivered a mid-engine thrill that earned its place among his favorites. Some projects were more humble in origin. A rusted 1956 Ford F-100 pickup, pulled from a barn, became a labor of love. Its twisted frame, misaligned bed, and weathered cab were painstakingly restored. The first drive down a dusty back road confirmed its enduring strength. A 1967 Chevrolet C100 truck joined the lineup as another nod to the working vehicles that shaped his youth. The variety in his collection continued to grow. A 1968 Ferrari 330 GTC required extensive rust repair and a meticulous V12 restoration. The 2023 Myers-Manx 356 Dune Buggy brought playful energy, though its fiberglass body needed repairs after cracking during assembly. A 1934 Ford 3-window coupe, chopped so low it developed structural instability, required reinforcement before it could safely hit the streets. Some cars carry deep sentimental value. The 1948 Ford Deluxe Custom honors his father's era, restored with care down to the last wire. The 1956 Ford Club Sedan is a comfortable long-distance cruiser tailored for leisurely road trips. By 2025, Chip's garage had become more than a place to store vehicles. It was a gallery of his life. The Hemisphere still stands as a bold experiment, the Ford GT as a cherished gift, and the P32 as a salute to history. The television cameras may be gone and the pace of work may be gentler, but Chip continues to spend weekends at the workbench, oil on his hands, content in the rhythm of creation. Perhaps his greatest legacy is not the awards he has won, the fame from Overhaulin, or even the extraordinary machines themselves. It is the relentless pursuit of turning vision into reality. Through beginnings and endings, through triumphs and challenges, Chip Foose has built more than cars. He has built a life in steel, chrome, and gasoline, each vehicle carrying the heartbeat of his story.